And I've got some thoughts for you on this diagram, which is called the forces of progress. I first heard about this from Bob Mesta and Chris Speck of the Rewired group. And I'll try to keep this to a couple of minutes. I think you might find it pretty interesting. This diagram basically says that if push plus pull is greater than habit and anxiety, then a person will switch over to some new behavior. And if not, then they'll just stick with the same old, same old. So you've got your customer or your user here in the middle of a decision point, and push and pull are these forces of change that are pushing them, or pushing or pulling them over to switch, to try out a new thing. Down here on the bottom, the forces for the status quo or the same old are habit and anxiety. So you can probably imagine maybe you're in the middle of one of these purchasing or switching decisions yourself, and you can think of things that you don't like about your current situation that are pushing you away. The grass is always greener. Something is pulling you to give something a try. But, what if it's not as good as you think it is? You're going to have to learn something new. What if that's harder than you're estimating right now and it's all for naught? And on the habit side, you may not like it, or you may not love your current situation, but at least you're familiar with it. At least it's comfortable. We know that that's a great big thing. So if you're a product manager or a business owner, the way that you can think about this is in terms of customer retention. This is the piece that you can control. You can not suck and not push your customers away, and you can find ways to make your product or service a part of your customers' everyday routine so that they can't imagine living without it. This is not to promote dark patterns. An example of that would be making it really difficult for your customers to export their data from your application. That is not cool. And so you're not trying to do things like that. You're just trying to make your service indispensable. Now, on the other side of the coin from retention, we have customer acquisition. And so these are the things that you can control in terms of acquisition. You can't make your competition push their customers away. But you can make your offering attractive and try to find ways to pull those customers or even non-consumers towards you. And you can listen to and learn about their anxieties, what's keeping them from switching, what's keeping them from pulling from coming over, and find ways to alleviate that. If it's that all of their records are in your competition's application, then if you hear that enough times, is it possible for you to build an import tool to make that transition even easier? It may make sense for you to offer a short trial period, or let somebody create an example project or a sample project. Okay, so those are just a couple of quick thoughts. More on that some other time. But hope you think the forces of progress is interesting. Curious to hear how you might see it relating to your business.